conversion by the quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. If he can't get the first himself, now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll move the wide receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Keeps looking downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play He's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Sooie inside our studio. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he's brought down after a nice game. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Now, 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And some room to work. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead, This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Isaac. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn a shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a stick.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Isaac. Inside the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Snags it. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bring it back. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And this offense undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Big pickup on that one. That'll mark him out at the 40. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Richard. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Going to try to get it himself. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
take the return, try to get better field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Fights off a defender. Got enough for the first down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the ground with the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try the run. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with them.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to power it in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Let's go. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got a man. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators want to move quickly. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Mids offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, you know, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open, and then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving...
There he goes! Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Humphrey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphrey. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Navy will have to punt it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Turns it loose. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled, tried to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Gives it on the option. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clayton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going back to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket, He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Immediately fires to the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Running into the open space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. That's caught. It's Humphrey. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quarterback adapting. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That's caught. It's Davis. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Across the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more concerned.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Got him downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Might be looking to run. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Vols are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Utah. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Run it with the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphrey. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the fullback. Powers through the defender. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense in press coverage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Steps away. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. Returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Humphrey. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphrey. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The give to the fullback. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. They'll go to the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
And the Volunteers looking to convert on 4th down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes one. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.